What was Aztec clothing like? Have you ever wondered what the Aztecs wore and how their clothing reflected their culture? Let's take a closer look at the fascinating world of Aztec clothing. Aztec clothing was an essential aspect of their society, showcasing social status, gender, and roles within the community. The styles varied significantly, from simple garments for commoners to elaborate outfits for nobles, priests, and warriors. For men, the basic garment was the maxtlatl, which is a loincloth made from cotton or fibers from the maguey plant. This was a common piece worn by men across all social classes. They often paired it with a cloak or cape known as a tilmatli. The design and decoration of the tilmatli indicated the wearer's social rank. Women typically wore a huipilli, which is a type of blouse, along with a long skirt called a huipilli. Children often wore little clothing, especially when they were young. When it comes to materials, cotton was the fabric of choice for the upper classes. Commoners often wore clothing made from coarser maguey fibers. Cotton was highly valued and even used in religious offerings. Textile production was mainly a task for women, who spun and wove fibers at home. The Aztecs had access to vibrant dyes, allowing them to create colorful clothing. Social distinctions were evident in clothing. Sumptuary laws regulated who could wear specific materials and colors. Nobles and priests wore fine cotton garments, often adorned with feathers, gold, jade, and turquoise. The elite had around 40 distinct outfit types to signify their rank. For instance, a prestigious hip cloth called huipilli was decorated with turquoise and worn by high-ranking individuals. Royalty wore the most elaborate clothing, including mantles with royal symbols and extensive use of turquoise and gold. Their headdresses, especially those of emperors like Moctezuma II, featured rare quetzal feathers and precious stones, marking their supreme status. Aztec warriors had specialized clothing and armor that reflected their rank and accomplishments. All warriors wore the maxtlatl and a protective jacket called huipilli, made of thick cotton layers for protection. Elite warriors, such as the eagle and jaguar warriors, wore distinctive costumes with feathered helmets and animal motifs. Higher-ranking warriors could wear tlahuasli armor, which covered more of the body and was more ornately decorated. Footwear varied as well. Most common people went barefoot, while nobles, warriors, and traders wore sandals called kakli, made from leather or plant fibers. Jewelry was significant for displaying status. Both men and women wore necklaces, bracelets, and earrings made from gold, stones, shells, and feathers. Feathers from the quetzal bird were especially prized and reserved for the nobility. During religious ceremonies, priests and nobles donned special garments and masks that represented gods. These costumes were richly decorated and often included symbolic colors and materials like turquoise and gold. Masks were also used as death masks for emperors and held spiritual significance. Aztec clothing was functional and deeply tied to social and religious life. It united people through shared cultural expressions while marking social divisions. The production and tribute of textiles were vital to the Aztec economy, and clothing communicated identity, status, and power. Overall, Aztec clothing ranged from simple loincloths and skirts for commoners to highly decorated garments for the elite and warriors. The use of cotton, vibrant dyes, feathers, and precious stones highlighted the wearer's place in society and their connection to Aztec culture and spirituality.